That leaves only me to blame 'cause mama tried. Hi everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mike. This is a place where I show you the easiest way that I know how to play your favorite old country tunes. Today I'm going to show you the easiest way to play Merle Haggard's Mama Tried, a great tune. I've chosen to show you Mama Tried in the key of A, but in the G formation with a C and a D, with the E minor, and also a D7th. Now if you don't know how to play a D7th, just play a D. And the E minor, if you don't know how to play an E minor, it's really easy. Just search it on Google, how to play an E minor. It's really easy, it's only 2 fingers. So I play it in this key with the capo on 2nd fret because it fits my voice the best. I find I'm not straining the high notes or straining the low notes. You're welcome to put the capo anywhere you like. Maybe you don't own a capo, that's okay too. Just play it in the G, the C, and the D without it. But the capo is helpful, so if you don't have one, it's nice to have it, because if you ever find that you can't sing a song properly, or it's just too high for you or too low for you, which happens a lot, I find with Johnny Cash songs, you can put the capo on and try it in a different key, and then all of a sudden you can go there, and most of the time people don't notice. The strum pattern that I like to use for Mama Tried is pick, up, down, up, pick, up, down, up, pick, up, down, up, pick, up, down, up. And the arrangement for Mama Tried is a short intro, then 2 verses, then a chorus, then a 3rd verse, then another chorus to the end of the song. So it's pretty short, and sometimes I'll put another chorus on the end just to stretch it out, because sometimes it feels too short. And there's also a solo in the middle, a short solo with that classic Merle Haggard lick. So today let's just try the intro for 4 bars, and then we'll begin singing. So in a G, nice and slow, pick, down, 1 bar, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. Now sing. First thing I remember, C, knowing, was it back to G, a lonesome whistle back up to C, blowing, back to G, and the young'un dream of growing up to D. On back to G, the freight train leaving up to C, town. Not back to G, knowing where I'm C, and no G, one could steer me D, but Mama G. And there's the first verse. So let's try the first verse again with the intro. And again, the other option is to just begin the song. I do it once in a while. I'll just start singing, and that'll be the beginning of the song. So here's Merle Haggard, Mama Tried. First thing I remember, no, you could do that. But let's do a little bit of an intro, because you probably at a jam, or you have someone else playing that knows that Merle Haggard intro. A lot of people know it. It's fun when they do play it. So let's begin at 4 bars of the G. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3. First thing G, remember C, knowing, back to G was a lonesome, back to C, glowing, and the G dream of growing up to D. On a G, up to C, back to G again, then back up to C, and no G, change my D, but Mama tried. Right into the next verse. 1 and G, rebel C, child. From a G, family, meek and back up to C again. Then G, seem to know what lay in D. Despite G, all my Sunday C, towards the G, I kept on C. No G, then D, but Mama back to G. And that's the end of the second verse. I turn right into the chorus. So great job on that. You've just learned the verses for Mama Tried. We're pretty much halfway through the song already. That's why I will sometimes add another chorus on to the end of the song. Stretch it out a little bit. So it's time for the chorus. There's no break yet. It just goes verse 1, bang into verse 2, bang into the chorus, and here's how it goes. The biggest thing that happens in the chorus is your voice. So your excitement level goes up a notch in the chorus. So just be aware of that. And because you're going up, and most of the verses you're just kind of, keeping it on a certain level, and then when the chorus comes, that's when the excitement starts. So here we go. In a G, nice and slow, I turned 21 in prison, doing C, life without back to G, roll. Here's E minor, no E minor, right, but Mama, and here's the D7th, tried, Mama tried, then back to G. And if you don't know that D7th, just play a D, back to G, tried to raise me better, but her C, pleading, back to G. That leaves only me to D, blame 'cause Mama G. And there's a little bit of a break here before, at the end of the chorus, before the third verse starts. There's a guitar solo. And it's a great time to take a break, even if there's no one there soloing with you or on another instrument playing the solo. It's a nice break. It stretches the song out a little bit, gives you a breather. So what's going on in that solo is pretty much the last two lines. It's half of the chorus, the last half of the chorus. So if it's easier to remember, you could just sing, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame 'cause Mama tried. That's actually what's happening in the solo. So the guitar player's going, he's doing that to the same chords as the two lines that I just sang. So for the solo, if you need to remember it, just sing the last two lines of the chorus. So Mama tried to raise me better. So let's do the last, give it a trial run. You can see what I mean. So we're ending the chorus. We're saying that leaves in a G. That leaves only me to D. Blame cause Mama back to G. Getting ready for the guitar solo. Mama tried to raise me better, but her up to C, pleading, I back to G. That leaves only me to blame, cause Mama. So you're just singing that in your head. That'll help you to play the right chords during the guitar solo. Once the guitar solo is over, it kind of calms down a little bit into the third verse. And the third verse is the same formation, nice and easy, just like the first and second, with some different words. And it goes starting in G, dear old. So we've just finished the guitar solo. And the end of the solo goes, burr, burr, dear old G, Daddy, rest his C soul, left my G a heavy C. She tried G so very hard to fill his D. Working G hours without C. Wanted G to back up to C. She tried G to raise me D, but I back to G. Right into the chorus. And I turn 20. Remember, your voice is changing. One in prison, doing C live without back to G. E minor, no E minor. We ride, but Mama, here's that D7th. Tried. Mama tried. Mama, back to G. Tried to raise me better, but her C pleading back to G. That leaves only me to D. Blame cause Mama G. I like to repeat that last line. I don't think Merle did, but it feels right. That leaves G, me to D, cause Mama back to G. And the end of the song is when the chorus ends, so the last line of the chorus, that leaves G, me to D, blame, cause Mama back to G. Stay in G. Kind of a bang bang at the end, like the kind of a, I think it's a train whistle. I'd like to do it with them. If I'm with a band or someone else playing, we'll just together go wah, wah. Just hit the G twice. Bum, bum. And if there's a solo, what's happening is that person's going bow, 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 bum, bum. And everybody does it together. It's nice and tight. It's a great ending. So that's it. You've done it. Merle Haggard's Mama Tried. And it's time now to play it together, all as one, to get with no stops. And at a regular speed, and I hope that you're comfortable with it. And after playing this a few times, I know you'll do it perfect. You'll do a great version and make Merle proud. I just wanted to mention too that if you have any ideas any songs that you'd like to learn, it has to be some old country. Of course, that's pretty much all I like to teach is the old stuff. The older the better. So if you have any ideas, feel free to comment below and let me know what you think of this video, if there's anything that could help you out, or any other songs that you're stuck with that you'd love to learn. And I'll do my best to create a video for you and help everyone learn that song together. So it was great teaching you today. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you did too. And hope you have a great new year. So take care. We'll see you soon. First thing I remember knowing was a lonesome whistle blowing, and the young'uns dream of growing up to ride on a freight train leaving town, not knowing where I'm bound, and no one changed my mind, but Mama tried. One and only rebel child from a family meek and mild, my mama seemed to know what lay in store. Despite all my Sunday learning, towards the bad I kept on turning, till Mama couldn't hold me anymore. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right. Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I deny. It leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. Dear old Daddy, rest his soul, left my mom a heavy load, but she tried so very hard to fill his shoes. Working hours without rest, wanted me to have the best, but she tried to raise me right, but I refused. And I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. No one could steer me right, but Mama tried, Mama tried, Mama tried to raise me better, but her pleading I denied. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried. That leaves only me to blame, 'cause Mama tried.